Hey guys, don't you feel a sense of accomplishment when you finish something? Well, not exactly finished, but I'm close to it. I've been taking apart this pallet, at least taking apart the boards on the back side of this pallet and then cutting it down to size so I can use this for a gate. This is the area of my kitchen garden going back toward the tomatoes. Do you see the satellite dish back there in the back? That's where I've got my tomatoes planted. I'm getting ready to put the stakes up in those in a few minutes. Go back inside, get something to drink, cool off a little bit, and then I'll come back out and work on those tomato stakes. I decided to go ahead and bite the bullet and buy tomato stakes instead of spending a whole lot of time cutting off the branches of these saplings that I've got that weren't working very well to begin with. The stakes will last for a long time, so it'll be okay. It cost me less than $20, but it hurts, you know, when you don't feel like you have to spend it at all. But anyway, look at this. Look at the pallet. I've got these boards right here. I cut them in half, so I was able to cut them in half here in the middle using my reciprocating saw, and then peel them off. You know, pry them off the top and the bottom. And that's what I did. So we've got this pile of boards right here. There's my saw, of course. I use that all the time for all kind of stuff. Now the next thing I need to do is to level up this fence, or the fence post. They're really wobbly. See, this one I've got a piece of board stuck in the hole. I'll come back around this side, it's easier to see. Easier to see from this side. See, I've got a piece of board stuck down there in the hole. And it's still wobbly. So what I'm going to do then is come up here to the top. Top way up there in the top. In the top on that one. Cut a board to the length here. Let me show you. I've been collecting eggs. Eggs and feathers. Eggs and feathers. So what I'm going to do here is cut a board. Not that one. Not that one. But I'm going to cut a board the width from there to there. And then nail it across the top, and that should bring it. I'm going to nail it across the top, and then that should bring it into square, at least relatively square. And then once that's steady, then I can fill in these holes with rocks and gravel and stuff, and it'll strengthen it somewhat. I think after I have a few rains and put some rocks and some dirt down in there, these holes will be fine. They're set down a good foot. These poles are sunk down more than a foot, but they're larger than the diameter of the posts. So the posts are wobbly in them, and I need to fill them in with something hard that'll keep the post upright. But first of all, I have to get them plumb to begin with. So I will use my my level and get them plumb, and then work on it. That's once I think once I get the post straight, I can hang the gate, and then I can work on filling in the holes. I think that'll be the plan. But the dog has been going crazy in here. His leash will let him out here. I think I'm going to use one of these boards here for the board across the top of that gate in the backyard, in that back garden. These boards were part of a fence that was blown down in a tornado several years ago. And I've saved them, of course. I mean, this is the kind of stuff you don't burn. It's good. I'm sure it's probably pressure treated. Don't know that for a fact. But you know, there's nails at the ends and rusty hinges and stuff, and I just need to pick a good board. I don't know if I'm going to use the full width of this. There's one over here. You see that one back over in there, the last one at the top, has been split. And that one right there might be a good one to use at the top of that gate. Rather than putting a 6-inch or 8-inch board, whatever these are, I think I may use a split one. That probably will be better. So I'm going to grab this and take it over there and get to work on it. Okay, you see this board? I got this out of the pile. Man, I hate to mess around a wood pile in the middle of the summer. Of course, that's where snakes love to hang out. But you see, this is splitting down the middle. Look at that big nail. I'm glad I didn't put my hand on that. Take this over and finish splitting it. And now this is what I'm going to use at the top of that fence, or at the top of that gate post. I am getting ready to fix the top of my gate post. What I did yesterday, here we go. I took this board. It was a board that I had shown that was already split, and I finished splitting it. It's relatively, it's relatively horizontal. It's not exactly perfect, and I kind of like the idea that it's got this knot hole in it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all drill holes in the sides, make it easier to attach it to those posts rather than trying to do it all when I'm up on the ladder. So I'm going to drill the holes in the sides first. In fact, there's already a hole drilled on this side where a nail came out. So I will put a hole over here on this side, and then I will get up on the ladder and I will try, or at least attempt to put it up at the top of this of my post. Hopefully it's going to bring these posts back into alignment. I mean, right now they're pretty bad. I don't know if you can see that. That's pretty bad. This one is not a lot better. I mean, that's pretty bad too. So that's the project. So that's my plan. That's what I'm planning on doing. It's late afternoon. It's about 6 o'clock. So it's not as hot as it was earlier in the day. I'm back out working in the yard again. Okay, so the first thing I have to do, of course, is, since I don't have a battery-powered power drill, connect the cords. But I'm sure you know to do this. But just in case you don't, some people don't know these things. Instead of just plugging the cord in, what I do is I tie a loop around it and then plug it in. Like so. And then if you pull on it, it's not going to come unplugged. And so this is the trick that I learned a long time ago, and it works really well. Because sometimes when you're using a power cord like this, it's easy to get to the end of it and pull on it a little bit, and then you unplug your appliance, whatever it is. So that's what I'm doing. Now let me get the change out the drill bit. I think I put it in my pocket. I'm not sure. Oh, I know where it is. I've got a new box of screws. And the box of screws comes with a drill bit. That's what I'm going to do. This box, these screws are a little bit bigger. They're larger diameter than the ones I had before. So I think this bit is different from the one I had before too. Women and knives. To change out this bit that's in here. Okay. Now I'm going to take a screw. Drill. Be sure it's going in the right way. Oh, it's undoing. Counterclockwise means it's unscrewing, loosening. Clockwise means it's screwing. So let's put this right in there. About an inch from the end, evenly centered. Okay, and it's out. It's through the other side. That's all I wanted. And the same thing on the other end. If that hole on the other end is too big, I'll just make another one. And that looks like it's going to be. But that's going to work. If I can get the screw out. So here I go. Let's see if I can make this work. Puppy dog's worried about me. Doesn't know what is going on. What's my mom doing? A little painting ladder. It's only the biggest ladder I have, but it'll work. This up here at the top. I need to go ahead and climb up to the top. That's okay. That's not just a shelf there. That actually has support underneath it, so it's all right. It's actually a step. So, with this board, and then what I can do is do it this way and then twist it. Okay, now down, and I'll do the other side. Cross your fingers for me. Lots of snoozes up there. I do not want that to fall. This is level. It's not, you know, there's a board here I can use. A couple of boards I can stick under here. It's still unsteady. I don't like that. I'm not going to do this. Let's see. That's better. Yeah, now you see my behind when I'm doing this. That's okay. This is going to be interesting. The question is, how am I going to reach over from there and get this board? I think what I'm going to do is get another board and prop it up. Get out of the way. Move. Silly dog, move. A rapid, dude, darn it, dog. There you go. Okay. See how much taller? You can see how deep that is in the ground. A little over a foot, because that was an 8-foot post. Let me see. How am I going to do this? I think this is where you need 2 people. See if I can get it to do. That'll hold it enough for me to grab hold of it when I get up in the ladder. We'll see what happens. See how much is off? there. I knew I had the screw in my pocket. There we go. That's not going to work. I don't know what to do. I'm going to need help on this. Okay, I'm going to need help on this. See what I can do. I think about it a little bit. Chick. Come on. Let's see. Move. Bruise, that's going to be a bruise. What I need is a sledgehammer to knock this board over. But I don't have a sledgehammer. Hey, no! No! Kai, no! We have a predator on the loose. Well, not on the loose, he's on a leash. Did you see that? Okay, I'm gonna have to call this quits for right now until I figure out what to do and how to get this board straight before I continue. It's a try, but at least I tried on it. I'll be back with you once I figure out exactly what to do, and maybe I can get some help on this. Bye, y'all.